Viewer discretion advised. The day before Christmas, 3 girls walked into a mall and never came out. It was December 23, 1974, in Fort Worth, Texas. Rachel Trelica, 17, had just graduated high school early. She was recently married, eager to start adulthood. With her was her close friend Renee Wilson. 14, bright and talkative, still very much a teenager. Renee had brought along her little sister, Julie Mosley, just 9 years old, to tag along for a few hours of Christmas shopping. They parked Rachel's yellow Oldsmobile in the upper lot near Sears and went inside. That's the last confirmed moment anyone saw them. When evening came and the girls didn't return, worry set in fast. None of them were known to run away. None had packed clothes or money. Julie was only 9 years old, still a child who asked permission to cross the street. Rachel had left her wedding ring behind at home. By the next day, Rachel's Oldsmobile was found exactly where it had been left. Doors locked. No blood, no broken glass. No clues. No signs of struggle. Nothing suggested planning. Christmas arrived. The mall kept moving. Shoppers passed the space where the car had sat, unaware it marked the edge of 3 vanished lives. Then the letter came. On December 24th, a strange, postmarked letter arrived at Rachel's home. It claimed the girls had had to get away and that they would be gone for a while. It asked families not to worry. The letter immediately felt wrong. It raised more fear than comfort. Over the years, tips poured in. Sightings were reported across Texas and beyond. Family members later reported receiving a strange phone call, but it wasn't confirmed to be from any of the girls. Human remains were found, but none were identified as belonging to any of the 3 girls. The girls stayed missing. No bodies were found. No arrests were made. Rachel's husband remarried, but never stopped wondering. Renee's family lived with the ache of not knowing what happened to both a teenage daughter and a little sister. No explanation ever replaced the silence. The case became known locally as the Fort Worth Missing Trio. The mall itself eventually changed names, was renovated, and then declined. Stores closed. Parking lots were repaved. Generations passed, but the absence stayed. This case never gave the comfort of a clear villain or a clear ending. It just froze 3 lives in the middle of an ordinary day and left everyone else to live with the unanswered questions. More than 5 decades later, Rachel Trelica, Renee Wilson, and Julie Mosley are still officially missing. Investigators still review tips, and every December, the date returns. December 23rd. A mall. A parked Oldsmobile. A letter that explained nothing. 3 girls walked into a mall to buy Christmas gifts. None of them ever walked out. And until the truth is found, the silence around that afternoon remains one of the most haunting in American missing persons history, and fuels the theories that the girls were taken far from Fort Worth, or their bodies were deliberately hidden in a way that prevented discovery. What do you think happened? Leave me a comment.